And now the latter half of level 3C. Oh, they use Tuno as some kind of balanced raise. 3 cards? Okay. Oh, what's 4-note Quant? This is a weird auction nowadays. I'd expect 2-note to be Kobe. I'd expect 4-note to be key cards, since 2-note would be agreeing hearts, but in any case, you've made it to 6 hearts. Potentially 2 heart losers and a diamond loser. We might want to do the diamond finesse first to see how we should play hearts, because there are some options in hearts. If we had to play hearts for no losers, like we took a diamond finesse and we found out that we were losing a diamond, we would then have to play hearts for no losers, and the only way would be to hope someone had doubleton queen and just play ace king. But if the diamond finesse works, then we can now play hearts for 1 loser. And the best bet there is probably ace of hearts in case there's a singleton queen, and then up to the jack. And now we'll win if anyone has a singleton queen, or if lefty has the queen and as many as even 4 hearts. Because we'll win the ace, king, and jack, and they'll win the queen. So it does seem like taking the diamond finesse first is the right thing to do, so we know how to play on the hearts. Alright, diamond finesse wins, so we can do our safety play in hearts, which I believe is going to be ace first, and then up to the jack. And yeah, West has 4 to the queen, but we can work around that. Play jack of hearts. And then we want the safest way back to our hand. We have a choice of diamonds or clubs. We had 6 diamonds, and we played around. And we have 6 clubs, and we haven't played around, so clubs looks like the safer option than hearts. And we draw the last heart. Bridgemaster's feeling a little leggy today. All right. Good discovery play to get us started. Classic 3-0. All right, we have 2 spades. 4 clubs is 6. I'll need 3 more tricks. Since this is forced, let me just play that and see what's happening here. The play of the queen suggests that West has the jack, for what it's worth. Means that, if anything, we'd like West to be on lead. Let's see, it's about 3 more three more tricks in the red suits. Neither of these suits is guaranteed to give us 3 tricks. They're both guaranteed to give us 2, but neither quite guaranteed to give us 3. Hearts is a little bit nicer than diamonds, because in diamonds there's no way to get around the ace. Like if we play a diamond honor from our hand, it gets captured by the ace. If we play low from north and they play the ace, we still have to give up a diamond or diamond honor. But in hearts, we could play up to the queen jack twice. And then if West had to play the ace on the first or second round, we'd have 3 heart tricks. And of course, if hearts are 3-3, we'll have 3 heart tricks. Entries are a little funny for that. We don't exactly have a plethora of entries to the south hand. Makes me wonder if it would be reasonable to play a diamond first, such that we could set up entries. Like, if we played the king of diamonds and I took the ace, we would then have some diamond entries back to our hand to work on the hearts. Just one more thing to consider is the spade length around the table. We had 4, so they have 9 spades. Probably west with 5 and east with 4. Rule of 11. Rule of 11 is kind of weird here, right? It says that 11 minus 7 is 4. We actually already see 4 spades higher than the 7, so never mind. West doesn't actually have 5 spades. What could they possibly be in that case? But West does appear to have the jack, so maybe something like Jack 9-7. Oh, it actually can be Jack 9-8-7. Oh yeah, there's just enough room for that. Ooh, although we did see a previous hand recently where they led the 9 from such a holding. And I was a bit surprised by that. So this could be just like Jack 3rd, maybe. It may not matter too much. The big concern is that whoever gets on lead when we play a red suit just leads through the ace-10. The West's presumed jack. Makes me wonder if there's any reason of holding this up. It can be useful when spades are 6-3 to hold this up once. But we don't really have any control over who wins. Assuming the aces are split, the red aces, lefty would definitely grab at theirs first. Assuming Bridgemaster can like assign the aces where it wants. Lefty would grab the first ace. Oh, then again, lefty can't lead spades productively. Well, they can if I duck. My inclination is that I shouldn't duck because it stops West from leading spades. It's possible that we'll end up combining some tricks in the red suits. Like, these are the kind of combinations where if the ops don't take the ace in the first round, like I lead up to the queen of hearts and it holds, I could then go switch to grab 2 tricks from diamonds. That actually sounds pretty good. Yeah, let me grab the ace. An ace is better here because it hides the king. If we play the king, West will know that we have the ace. Well, maybe not. There are reasons to play queen from ace queen here. Okay, let's see. I want to lead up here. Okay, and they do take the ace. And yeah, I guess in case spades are 6-3, there's maybe a reason to play low here and take the king next. I don't expect this to work. My hope is that West only had 3 spades and also has the ace of diamonds, which doesn't sound great. And no. No, indeed. Oh, there you go. They did have Jack 9-8-7. Their leads are not very consistent. Okay. What might we do instead? 5-4 spade is the most likely thing, in which case, yeah, ducking doesn't really help in the first round. We could try to play on diamonds first. Oh, or maybe the better idea, actually, rather than playing for the queen jack, but the failure case is righty has the ace of hearts and they lead to the spades, which is what happened. Maybe it'd be better to play up to the ace of clubs and then low to the king. Because now, if East grabs the ace, we have our 3 tricks ready. And if East doesn't grab the ace, and the king holds, we can switch to diamonds. And if the king loses to lefty, they can't lead spades. I think we're good to go no matter what happens. Okay, this looks like the better approach. Low to the king. Now, as soon as that holds, we're going to switch to diamonds. We can get 1 heart, 2 diamonds, 4 clubs, and 2 spades. Okay, and now all the tricks we need are ready to go. I suppose I could have finessed the 10 of spades for a chance at an overtrick. That would have been safe. Okay, yeah, that's definitely better. All right. Yeah, we have a lot of outside tricks, so if partner's diamonds are any good, we hope that we've got lots of tricks coming. Oh, it's a pretty good diamond suit. The contract looks good at a glance. Okay. Oh, glad they didn't leave a heart. We do have our 5 tricks outside of diamonds, so 4 diamonds will suffice. Taking a quick look at clubs. We have 8 clubs and we have 9 diamonds, so I don't see that we'd really want to try working on clubs. If we finesse the jack of diamonds on the first round, then we're pretty good to go, right? Like if we play a low diamond from our hand and lefty follows suit, finessing the jack works unless lefty has all 4 diamonds. For that reason, we're probably supposed to entirely duck the first round of diamonds then. Because if we duck the first round, so if we play a diamond and lefty shows out, we know we're not getting more than 2 diamond tricks. And at that point, we'd probably take the ace of diamonds and duck a club and hope to run the clubs. But assuming that lefty shows up with a diamond and we play a diamond, we could duck that first round entirely. And now, if diamonds are 4-0, then we have a diamond left to finesse the jack. And if diamonds aren't 4-0, we might be giving up an unnecessary trick, but then the ace-king will drop the remaining diamonds, and we still have an entry to it. Finessing the jack on the first round fails if lefty has all 4 diamonds. Okay, so completely ducking the first round of diamonds looks like the right choice. Even when presented with this very delicious queen, we should duck. There we go. West gives us the chance to go wrong by putting up an enticing prize. But no. And now we get lots of tricks. Like 2 over tricks. Yeah. I've definitely gotten better, I think, in this year's run, finding the kinds of hands I'm supposed to duck entirely. I think I've missed a couple so far, but I've definitely gotten more than I would have 2 years ago. All right, 6 spades, no opposing bidding, and spades look like a problem. The hearts are fine, the diamonds are fine. The extra diamond winner could drop our club loser. So it looks like our main focus is just going to be the trump suit. We're obviously losing the ace of spades, and we need to not lose the queen. We have 9 spades. And yeah, no bidding really here to guide us. Okay. We have 2 dummy entries. Ace of hearts and king of diamonds. Can't use the king and queen of diamonds. So 2 dummy entries to take potentially 2 spade finesses, which seems reasonable. And then that just gives us a choice of which finesse to take. My immediate reaction is loaded the jack. But let's see what we can just think about that for a second. Load of the jack wins if East has singleton queen, doubleton queen, Rippleton queen, in which case I have to repeat the finesse a second time. Can we handle 4 to the queen with East? That's right, there are 4 outstanding, right? It is 4 outstanding. If East, we give East ace queen fourth. We play low, they play low, we play jack. Press again, and play 10. It would require like a trump coup. And I don't think that's too likely. When we get to level 4, we'll probably start seeing trump coups, but I don't expect there to be one now. Trump coup is essentially where we take a finesse in the trump suit by leading towards a void, which is something that we could do in diamonds, but I don't think we can set up for it in this hand. Yeah, I don't think we can handle East with ace queen fourth. We'd really want a third spade and dummy for that. Obviously, if West has the ace and the queen, we are in trouble. So low to the jack, I guess, loses if West has singleton queen, doubleton queen, but tripleton queen's a problem too. East will play the ace right away, but that's unfortunate. So when West has the queen with any length, we fail. Otherwise, we're pretty good to go, except when East has all of the spades. Low to the king works whenever East has the ace. Also when trumps are 2-2. Yeah, low to the jack fails on singleton queen with West, doubleton queen, tripleton queen, 4 to the queen. And void with West. Low to the king fails when West has singleton ace, tripleton ace, but not doubleton ace. Oh, sorry, doubleton ace is a problem too. So singleton ace, doubleton ace, tripleton ace, 4 to the ace. Also a void. Those sound very similar to me. Oh, but low to the king wins when West has singleton queen. I wonder if that's the pickup. Well, I find it so tricky to analyze all the combinations. The problem with low to the king is you can fail when East has both the ace and the queen. That's the general reason we take the deeper finesse first. I'm also wondering if there's more to this hand than just how we do the spade finesses. And there is a bit, right? Like we actually need this diamond to get rid of a club. And if we take this in hand, if you take the ace of hearts, we take spade finesse, and they return a diamond. Taking the king of diamonds right away is problematic because it blocks the diamond suit with no entries back. Taking the ace of diamonds to unblock, and then king of diamonds for an entry risks a diamond ruff. I'm wondering if that affects how we play the spades. Low to the king increases the chance that we get to play 2 spades in a row. Which is useful if West has singleton queen, or if East has doubleton ace. Then the king will win. It's fine if East plays. Well, if East jumps up with ace of spades and leads a diamond, that's also a bit annoying. Yeah, if spades are 2-2, let's say East has doubleton ace, could we lose? Or let's say East has doubleton queen, and we correctly played low to the jack, West winning the ace. We can still play king next after they let a diamond back. We played low to the king, and that was right, because East had doubleton ace. We'd still be able to play another spade. Yeah, I don't see that being the difference. Oh, been staring at this for long enough, so I'm gonna just try low to the jack and see what happens. Maybe I'll learn something. That's just instantly down. We can similarly try low to the king. I don't immediately see why it's safer. It's true we pick up singleton queen like this, for sure. But it costs us when East has like ace queen third. We appear to be succeeding from here. All right, let's take a look at what they have to say about this. After 2-2, a low spade is right when West has the ace, he says the queen. And otherwise, it's the opposite. Okay, a strict guess when they're 2-2. Okay. If they're 3-1, if West has a singleton ace, so it'll fail even if we play a low spade. I guess because of the diamond issue. But my concern was that playing the king was poor when righty had ace queen third. And they're saying I can't really pick up ace queen third. And that's why she put the king. They weren't maybe the most clear about why this was the case, but I guess it's clear enough, right? Is that when righty has ace queen third, that diamond situation really is untenable. I can't play low to the king and take a finesse, or I'm missing the queen of diamonds entry to it. And if I play ace and the king of diamonds, I still need to play the queen right away before I can take the last heart finesse, which I guess could work, right? Like the person who has the spades might have 3 diamonds, but it's very dangerous. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 4 hearts. Well, sure looks like we're about to lose 2 hearts and a spade, and better not lose anything more. We do have a club loser. That looks like it will be easily ruffable. No matter how bad the hearts are splitting, we'll be able to ruff a club. And so a big concern here is just losing 2 hearts and 2 spades. We also have only 1 entry to dummy at the moment. When East has the ace of spades, it seems like it's fine to just play on hearts. Sure, maybe East gets on lead at some point, but they can't lead through the king of spades. When Lefty has the ace of spades, then of course it's quite dangerous if we let Righty get on lead. But also, how am I gonna dodge 2 spade losers in that world? Hearts are also blocked for what it's worth. Probably doesn't matter too much, but worth noting. I don't see any compelling reason to take the spade finesse early. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything too exciting we can do besides just play hearts and pray that either East has the ace of spades, or if West has ace of spades, then they have both the other heart honors. Couldn't have bidding on this hand? Yeah. We can place Righty with the queen of diamonds, and that's about it. Probably Lefty doesn't have the queen and jack of spades, otherwise the spade lead might have been a bit more compelling. Don't know too much. We can eliminate diamonds and clubs before we play on hearts. Not sure if that does anything for us, but we could do it. Maybe that does have a benefit. Let's imagine Lefty has a singleton honor in hearts. Just quite possible. There's only 3 hearts out. If Lefty has the singleton king, they would have to be allowed to win it on the first round. East can't afford to overtake the king with the ace, because then they might only get 1 heart and 2 spade tricks. Similarly, if West has the singleton ace, they'll also be forced to win it. So if West is forced to win the first heart, and we've eliminated the clubs and diamonds, they will have no safe return. The only thing they can return is a spade, which solves us a spade, or our spade problem. If they return a minor, we reference left the spade. Okay, I think that is a compelling reason to eliminate the hearts and clubs. How's that going to work? King of diamonds, ace of clubs, ruff a diamond, king of clubs, ruff a club. Yeah, looks right. And we're hoping for no ruff here, which I think is a reasonable thing to hope for. Because otherwise, we need a decent amount of luck. We'll do the math on that after, though. We can afford to use the Queen of Hearts here. Means we probably should. Okay. Yeah, if West is forced to win that, they have no response. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, I guess I think about the math on that a little bit. So if I just do my normal thing, if I just play hearts and hope for the best, we win when East has ace of spades, or West has all the high major honors. That's 50% plus around 12%. It's like 62.5 or something. Probably not that precise, so I'll call it 62. This approach, though, works in all of those same situations, but also when neither minor. Oh, it also works when this is a singleton honor here, so we gain more. But we do lose if one of the minors gets roughed. They have 8 cards. We have to have a 6-2 split in one of the minors. And that's a 17% chance for each. Okay. Yeah, I can. It seems like it has like a bit of a non-trivial risk, though it's true that we can. Oh, if they do rough though, if the club is getting roughed, then they're half rough with the ace or king, which is probably okay. And I was able to rough the third round with the queen, so I think there's actually not very much danger there. 6 no. Alrighty. This first trick is forced, so let's just go ahead and lose the ace of spades, shall we? At the table, it's still good, even if your hand is forced, to think about what you're doing, because you might be able to choose some kind of deceptive play, which might be given away if you let East play and then you think for a while. But can't deceive the bridge master op, so I'll just speed things along a little bit. Okay, so we have 2 spades, 3 hearts is 5, 3 clubs is 8. And there's no more tricks any of those suits. We need 4 tricks from diamonds. So what is the best way to play diamonds for 4 tricks? Ace first is pretty poor. We would need East to have the singleton king. Because if West had the singleton king, East would still win with the 10. With 10 to the 4. Or sorry, 4 to the 10. Queen of diamonds. If it goes queen, king, ace, and small, I guess we'd have a guess of whether to finesse on the next round. And if the queen held, still have a bit of a guess, which is to play low to the ace when East has the singleton or doubleton king, but to lead the jack out of hand of dummy if West has doubleton 10. It is possible that we could learn something by playing out some more cards. I would want to keep at least a. Maybe I don't need a second entry. If I play out all of the non-diamonds, ending with the ace of clubs, do I need any more entries to the north hand? I don't think I do. Because if the queen holds, if I leave the queen and it holds, I'm still in the same hand. I can do whatever I want. If it goes queen, king, ace, then there's no need for me to be in the north hand anymore. But I think we can safely play out all the non-diamonds and just try to get a bit of a handle on the distribution, which might be a useful clue. Okay, so lefty started with 5 spades, and he started with 2. I think it was a heart discard, right? Okay, similarly, E started with 5 hearts, and lefty started with 2. So 5 hearts for righty, 5 spades for lefty. Oh, and 5 clubs for righty. Okay. So righty started with 5 clubs and 5 hearts. Lefty started with and 2 spades. We actually know that righty has at most 1 diamond. Or has exactly 1 diamond, right? Because lefty we know had 2 hearts, 2 clubs, 5 spades, must have had 4 diamonds. And okay, that gives us what we need to know. The only way we win when West has 4 diamonds is East has the singleton king. We take the ace of diamonds, dropping the king, and then we finesse back. And that's what we play for. Discovery play successful. A lot of the time we won't find out too much information, but on this layout, it's exactly what we need to find out. All right, another 3 now. East did not have to overcall a major for what it's worth. All right, 3 spades, the requirement of untangling. A heart is 4. And 2 minor aces is just 5. We have 4 tricks outside of either minor. 5 tricks. Let me count again. Three spades is, a heart is 4, 2 minor aces is 6. So we have 5 tricks outside of either minor. So if we can get four extra tricks in one of these minors, then we're pretty good to go. If we were to work on clubs, like let's say we played ace of clubs, queen of clubs. Obviously, if the queen of clubs was won by the king, we would have tons of tricks in the south hand plus the ace of hearts to get to them. If it goes ace of clubs, queen of clubs, and they don't win the king, then we have some work to do. We can try to work on diamonds, but at that point, there's no more entries to the diamonds. So that seems tricky. If we tried ace of diamonds, queen of diamonds, and they won the king, well, we don't have a ton of diamonds here. We have 6. We might have enough tricks. Because if we just put 4-3, then we'll have our 5 diamond tricks. And the 4-3 split is pretty likely, 62%. That's not too bad. If we play the queen of diamonds and they duck it, let's say they duck until the 3rd round, and it turns out that they're not 4-3, they're actually 5-2. Then we'll only get 3 diamond tricks. 3 spades is 6, a heart is 7. We still need 2 clubs, which is possible then on a club finesse if we had to. We'd still have the entry in ace of hearts to take the 2 extra spades and do a club finesse. And that might not be too bad. Yeah, I'm thinking we attack diamonds first, because we do still have a follow-up. Or fallback. We have to be able to get at least 3 diamond tricks. And 3 diamonds, 3 spades, ace of hearts is 7, and then we can do the club finesse at the end. If we had to. And that's only when diamonds aren't 4-3. If they're 4-3, we're just good to go. Because then we'll take 5 diamonds A club is 6, and we've got 4 tricks outside. That seems good to me. A choice here is Ace of Diamonds first versus the Queen. I don't know if it matters too much. If there's a singleton King of Diamonds, the diamond just splitting 6-1. But we get 4 diamond tricks in that case, which is useful. That obviates the need for a club finesse later. 4 diamonds, a club, 3 spades, and a heart. There's 9 tricks. So Ace of Diamonds first seems fine. I don't think anything too dangerous can happen, because we play the ace, we play the queen, play the jack. If they take the king, when we play the queen or the jack, we have a way to get back here to take the other club tricks, or the other diamond tricks, because we have ace of clubs. And if they don't take any of the first 3 diamonds, we then know how diamonds are splitting at that point. And if they're 4-3, we'll just play the 10, or play any diamond. If they're not 4-3, then okay, fine, we leave that alone, and we go do what we were going to do before, take the club finesse. So I think Ace of Diamonds first is the right choice, because you can get a singleton king. Okay. Queen of Diamonds. And they take the king. Oh. There's why playing the Queen of Diamonds first is better. We don't know how diamonds are splitting right now. Oh, so we don't know how many tricks we're going to get. We know we're going to get at least 2 diamonds, but we don't know if the finesse of the club is necessary. Well, would anything be better if we played the queen, though? They could have taken the king on the first round, and we still wouldn't know how diamonds were splitting. So I don't know if playing the queen's any better then. Maybe not. But we have 2 tricks. We're getting 2 more with the diamonds. 3 more in the majors. 7. And the diamond split is more likely than the club finesse. So it seems like I should not take the club finesse. Well, let's see if that works. I have to take the spades while we're here. Play the jack just to entice them, but then we're going to not take the club finesse. And hope diamonds are splitting, because that's more likely. And unfortunately, that's not what's happening. We're a trick short. But the club was offside anyways. Okay. Is there a way to know more for sure what's happening in clubs? Yeah, playing the Queen of Diamonds seems like it should be no better. Because they take the king, and we still know we're getting 3 diamond tricks, but we don't know if we're getting 5 diamond tricks. Yeah, I don't think that's any better. Let me think about clubs again then. So my thoughts around clubs were that if they take the king on the second round, then we have no way to get to the diamonds. And we don't have 2 entries to the south hand to set the clubs up. Ooh. Maybe not. I'm like, an interesting possibility is if I ever needed to discard the clubs from dummy on the king queen of spades. But that doesn't quite seem useful. In that world, I would already have used the ace of hearts as an entry, and setting up the clubs is not very helpful at that point. If they do duck the second round of clubs, then we actually only need 3 diamond tricks. Oh, but no way to get to them. Of course. Yeah, the sequencing is pretty interesting on this hand. And ducking a full round of diamonds looks pretty scary. they can just lead a heart back. We're in a pretty bad place at that point. I don't think Queen of Clubs first is too exciting. Actually pretty poor, because they can take the king, lead a heart, and now everything's very tangled up. So definitely Ace of Clubs, Queen of Clubs, if we were going to play on clubs. Hmm. Ace of Clubs, Queen of Clubs probably works against a lot of defenders, but I do not expect it to work here. We can try it out as a thought, but I think we'll stuck the second round. Although it's actually, there's a decent chance they might not even be able to duck the second round. It does require the person with the most clubs to have the king, which they might not. So you do get a lot out of trying this line. I think it works against a lot of defenders. Sometimes they just can't duck the king on the second round at all. But yeah, then we can try to work on the diamonds, but also win the second round of diamonds. Put us in hand with the ace of hearts. And we are in trouble. Down to. Don't quite see the sequence of plays we need to make this work. Unless we just need to rely on the King of Clubs finesse. That seems a little funny. We can try it out. I think. The betting doesn't tell us too much here. Let's say we tried to rely on the club finesse. My whole point here is we don't know whether or not to rely on the club finesse, which is its own problem. 2, 3, 4. Oh, plus, so 4 tricks. I see. I need to cash the king queen. Yeah, I would say that the club finesse is actually probably the wrong choice, because it's more likely that diamonds are splitting than that the club finesse is on. That seems wrong. Yeah. Okay, let me chalk this one up as a very wrong and see what we can learn. Playing on diamonds will risk defeat when the suit is 5-2. That's certainly true. Clubs do have entry problems, I agree. We play ace and queen. The defense, yeah, might be able to duck this trick. Then we can't do anything about it. Ooh, queen of clubs first. Oh, that's... Okay, so what did I thought about queen of clubs first? I think my concern was they win the king, and they play a heart. And now we can't use the clubs. Nor do we have 2 entries to the diamonds. Oh, okay. This is going to combine with the idea I had of throwing away the ace of clubs on the spades. Yeah, okay. If they win the king of clubs here, then once they put us in our hand the ace of hearts, we can throw away the ace of clubs on the king of spades. And now the clubs are unblocked and good to run. And if they don't play the king of clubs here, then we will Oh, what will we do when we don't play Queen of Clubs? Then we go and work on diamonds, right? And we still have an entry back to the diamonds. In that case, we'll get 2 clubs, at least 3 diamonds. That's 5 tricks, a heart is 6, and 3 spades is 9. Of course. Okay. So I was right to think about throwing away the ace of clubs from dummy. But I didn't see how to use it. Yeah, if the defense wins and plays hearts, we can discard ace of clubs on top spade. Yep. And if they don't take it, we switch to diamonds. Ace of clubs entry to the dummy, ace of hearts entry to the closed hand. Indeed. Yeah. That's cool hand. Okay, I assume that's natural spades, and that this 3 spades is like looking for a spade stopper. Yeah, it looks like that's what's happening. And probably shows 4 hearts. Not sure exactly how their system works, but nowadays, if you play Lebensol, this will usually mean 4 hearts and no spade stopper and a game forcing hand. Okay, and so yeah, there was a spade bid there. Not sure exactly how many spades I expect them to have. I would normally expect 6 for this bid if it's a single suited bid. 5 can be a little silly, though they could have some nice 5 spades here. Solid, king through the 9. And then some other shape. Okay. So in any case, we have a spade. If 4 clubs is 5, and we have 3 diamonds is 8. So we're almost there. Need 1 more trick, which could come from hearts, but also could come from diamonds. And the big problem, of course, is that we might play a heart, West wins, and then runs a bunch of spades. Holding up in spades is a reasonable thing to do, in case righty has the ace of hearts. There's like a little bit of avoidance we could do in diamonds. Oh, we only have 1 entry to the north hand, though, outside of diamonds. I was thinking we could play towards the ace-queen-5 a little bit. And we do that same kind of avoidance play where if East puts up the jack at any point, we just let them have the trick. Oh, sorry, that's not useful. Ducking a diamond isn't useful. That's not going to help us win a diamond trick. Never mind. Ignore that. Okay. Well, it does seem like we should start by not taking the first 2 spades, unless East shows out here. Which they do. Alright. So we can take this right away. Oh, sorry. Regardless of what they do, we would play the ace. We can test diamonds, right? If we play ace, queen of diamonds, if someone shows out, then we just switch to hearts. If we play ace, queen of diamonds, and they both follow, then diamonds are potentially 5-2, which means if we play the king, and we discover they're 5-2, and then have to switch to hearts, we've set up 2 diamond tricks for the ops, which is okay if they get 2 diamonds, a heart, and a spade. So it's still okay, as long as righty has the ace of hearts. We are safe to try diamonds before we try hearts. And they split the bad way. And then we try a heart, and we go down because that solution's not cool enough for level 3. All right. One thing I didn't think too much about actually was where the high cards might be. Only think about that a little bit. Um, Maybe I should have noted that West just had to have Ace of Hearts. They give them King, Queen, Jack of Spades, and the Jack of Diamonds, and that's still not enough for the overcall. Oh, well, West does have 6 spades in the end, as it turns out. So maybe with 6 spades and without the Ace of Hearts, West might have tried 3 spades, maybe. But I think that it's pretty compelling that Lefty has the Ace of Hearts. And there's no good way for us to set up a squeeze because we can't concede enough tricks. We have to concede the 4 losers. And there's no safe way to do that. Hmm. Yeah, under the assumption that Lefty has the Ace of Hearts, seems like we would just need diamonds to be 3-3. I don't see what more we could really do. Ducking a third round of spades doesn't seem to accomplish anything. Lefty still has spades, righty still doesn't. We still haven't lost enough tricks to rectify the count for a squeeze. I don't see how playing clubs would tell us too much. Give it a shot here, but I don't expect to really learn anything. Lefty had 2 clubs, so righty had 5. Cool. I don't think this tells us much. Can't really afford to duck that. Yeah, I'm not sure what we can do. Mark another very wrong. What's marked with the spade or the heart ace? Sure. I believe it. Mm-hmm. Can't hurt to hope ace of spades till the 3rd round, but it's not necessary. Yeah, agreed. We could do on the 2nd round. Careful not to discard hearts from dummy. Sorry. Are we doing some kind of strip squeeze? Hmm. Our concern was that West, well, that either of them couldn't have 4 diamonds. Okay, if West has 4 diamonds, they're squeezed by this club. They have to discard a winning spade. And at that point, we could play a heart. West could take ace of hearts and a spade, but that's it. If they discard the ace of hearts, we have our tricks. If they discard a diamond, the diamonds are now working. Yeah, if we test diamonds, now we have no entry. Yeah, the squeeze can't function. They just throw a diamond. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so this is not what we call a simple squeeze. I don't know if a strip squeeze is quite the right name for this. Let me just look this up. This, we can call this a squeeze without the count. Squeeze without the count. Yeah, I'll call it a strip squeeze. Okay. Yes, where we. Oh, you should also call it a secondary squeeze. Yeah, anywhere where we do the squeeze and then give up the trick. We don't rectify the count beforehand. Okay. I didn't expect to see that in level 3. Definitely something that I'll need more practice with. Good example hand for it, though. All right, 2 hearts from west could well be relevant. Oh, and partner's giving me the strong 3 spades. All right. If west has 5 or more hearts, it looks like we are about to lose 3 hearts. And we could be losing a spade and a club and a diamond. So we have a plethora of losers on this hand. All right. Let's see if we lose our hearts right away. I imagine so. One thing we can say about them getting a heart ruff is it makes it much less likely that we have a spade loser. It would require West to have started with 3 spades. Because if East started with 3 spades, then they just ruffed the natural trick. Okay. It does seem like the sensible thing to do would be to lead a low diamond to the queen. Because if that finesse works, we can just concede a club. And spades are probably okay. I guess I can probably test. Oh, can I test Ace of Spades? If I test Ace of Spades, we do low to the queen and it holds. Oh, sorry. If I test Ace of Spades and Trump's just pulling fine, then yeah, my ideal is low to the queen. When that holds, we're good to go. We lose a club. If it loses, we want to untangle the diamond to pitch a club. Which is okay. They play a spade, we do ooh, but if they play a spade back, then we lose our entry. So I think I can't test spades. Yeah, I think it has to be a low diamond to the queen right now. If it holds, we hope spades are fine, and we lose a club. If it fails, we still have spade entries to untangle the diamonds to drop a club. And we still need spades to work in that case. Yeah, I guess let's put it this way. We're never getting rid of the diamond loser and the club loser. So we just can't afford a spade loser. Okay. This is my belief. That when that works, we just need the spades to split. Oh no. All right, that didn't work. Can I test spades safely? Let me see. Because if I test with the ace, if I test with the ace of spades, and I find out that lefty has 3, or righty has 3, and I now know I'm losing a spade, what can I even do about that? And I don't think we know anything too compelling about the high cards. I guess let's see. Lefty had the ace, king, jack of hearts. Would appear to not have any club honors. That's 8 high card points for them. It seems pretty likely that lefty has the king of diamonds. Because ace, queen, jack of hearts and the queen, jack of spades, that's like a little poor for an overcall. Anyway, I think West is quite likely to have the king of diamonds. And there could be, like, end play potential. So that might have involved ducking a club. The problem is that if someone has 3 spades, it's more likely to be righty. Did I need to duck a club? I could eliminate clubs and then just play on spades? Oh, but then I'm losing a club and a spade. That's not good. No, I can't afford to duck a club. Yeah, if I tested the ace of spades, and spades are 3, or turned out to have been 3-1 either way, I am losing a spade. And I don't see how I avoid the club and diamond loser at the same time. Same thing if I test the king of spades. Hmm. I'm gonna redeal for a sec and see. My spade spots aren't good enough for any kind of finesse, right? Like even if they're up to the 9. Yeah, I still have queen jack 10. So yeah, there's not really hope there. Given that West only has 5 hearts, it seems that they basically have to have the king of diamonds. Yeah, if we duck this club, we just lose when spades are 3-1. Though I'm kind of saying that I just always lose when spades are 3-1. Is there a way to pitch this club loser with the diamonds as we have them? Leading the jack, it goes jack, king, ace, and we don't have an extra winner to pitch the club. That's the idea of playing low to the queen. Oh, low to the queen, when that holds, we still don't have a diamond to pitch the club. And because the highest trumps are the queen jack 10, there's like no end play potential in the spade suit. Yeah, how do you ever survive 3-1 spades? There are some compression techniques, like we lead past the person who's void. They throw a loser when they ruff, but yeah, I don't think that's I don't know anyone that's void in anything yet. Like, a possibility when this finesse wins is we do ace of spades, and when the spades try to split poorly, we then go try to end play West? If West has only one club left, like we do this, we rough a diamond, and try to end play lefty in spades. They're playing this and another spade. Did that work? Not this time. That was kind of my thought about ducking one round of clubs, but then we wouldn't have this to play for. Yeah. Ooh. This hand feels like it's meant to be end playish, but I don't quite see it. Oh, if I end play lefty earlier, I still up losing a spade, a club, and 3 hearts, and that's no good. Yeah, I do not quite see it. Okay, they get their 3 heart tricks. And yeah, they don't. You've entertained ducking it. All right. Duos test trump. Okay, I didn't see what I couldn't figure out a benefit of testing trump. Spade to the king reveals a certain trump loser. Sure. It also denies me access to my diamonds. Thanks. You got a plan for that? There still exists what looks like a certain club loser. I agree. That's the hope that West began with less than 3 clubs. Okay. And play with the trump trick. All right. Certainly a thought that I had. Oh, then I just need to play one more club on my own before playing the trumps. Is that what I missed? Take the diamond finesse. Cash this. Oh, cash this diamond. Rough this diamond. We play ace of clubs and then a spade. Okay, almost got there. Ace of clubs, then a spade. Now we have the end play. Okay, I just had to cash one more club. Ah, close, close. Okay, 3 no. Nothing from them. No major overcall from West. All right. 2 spades. Hardest 3. Club is 4. Diamond is 5. All right. Get some more tricks. Working on clubs seems difficult. It's hard to work on clubs without losing both the king and the queen. There's a club finesse. If East had both honors, that'd be okay. They could split the honors. We take the ace. We knock out the other one. They play a heart. We've still got like king of spades entry back to the clubs. Sure. Get 5 clubs called a day. But whenever East doesn't have both clubs, West wins the first club, and now we don't have any more clubs to do the finesse against East. West leads a heart, and they end up with like a club trick and a whack of hearts. I mean, they might only have 3 heart tricks, I guess. Oh, but they end up with 2 clubs and like 3 hearts, right? Oh, it could be 2 clubs and 2 hearts on a good day. Diamonds feel a lot more promising. If I got 4 diamonds, is actually enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need all 5 diamonds, right? Seems better than playing on clubs, because as long as West has the king of diamonds, we're pretty happy. Maybe not if West has like all 5 diamonds, but otherwise. And then we would take this with the king of spades. And we'd go play on diamonds. Oh, it cost me ace of spades. But I need the entry to the diamond, so no, king of spades. If I decide to work on clubs, we'd want the king of spades entry to the clubs. The diamonds do seem a lot more promising. If the diamond finesse loses, and now we have 4 diamonds, club, heart, spade, spade, probably not too much hope, right? They just return a heart. Have a hard time getting another trick. At least a diamond, a club, and 2 hearts. Maybe there's still a chance when East has... Oh no, East would just duck that first club. Oh, that'd be okay. We get 4 diamonds, 2 clubs. Oh, we wouldn't have an entry though. We'd have used the king of spades already. We can always try the diamonds after trying a club though, right? Ace of spades, we play the club. We'll always have king of spades and then diamond finesses later. I think it's okay. I talked about them returning a heart and getting heart tricks, but obviously what they're going to do is return a spade and get lots of spade tricks. Given that clubs can work if East has both honors, well, oh yeah, if East has both honors and ducks the club, we end up with, even when diamonds are failing, maybe we get 4 diamonds, 2 clubs, and 3 major tricks. And if East plays one of the honors, then we can get a bunch of clubs, like 5 clubs, and 4 tricks outside. Okay, I think Ace is right. I think I need the king of spades entry to the clubs if the clubs happen to work. We do clubs first. When the queen goes there, we can still try playing the ace of clubs. Because that could be doubles and king queen, right? We can still fully test the clubs. Oh, hello. Yeah, I guess that was also a possibility with Doubleton King over here. Well, I'll take my clubs and call it a day, I think. All right. We successfully tested clubs. Try to entice the king cover, but we don't actually take the finesse. Yeah, all right. I think that's about right. I'll take a look at their solution here to make sure that it lines up with what I was saying. Yeah, the diamonds are the most appealing thing at first. But we get to try clubs. Yeah, win this in dummy. Play a club. Yeah, if he says both, the contract is certain. Yep. They split the honors, we just drive out the other one. If they play low, we get a club trick. Now we can go work on diamonds. 1 club plus 4 diamonds is enough. If West wins the first trick and knocks out the spade, we'll still succeed if East or West is now left with the singleton king. Yeah, and if it still doesn't work, it's back to the diamond finesse. Yep, absolutely. All right, 1, 3, 6. Triangular spades. We have 10 spades. Okay, so a spade loser is possible, and a club loser is possible. Diamonds are looking fine. The 10 of clubs gives us a little bit of flexibility. So West presumably has the jack for this lead. Leading doubleton queen against a slam is pretty scary. But leading queen jack's not so bad. That might give something away, like here. If we know West has the jack of clubs, then some end play potential is possible. When spades are 2-1, we're just fine. We lose a club and call it a day. So a concern here is that spades are 3-0 and we're losing a club. But if spades are 3-0 and it's lefty who has the 3 spades, maybe we can throw them in with the third spade. If we have already eliminated diamonds and hearts by that point, they'll have to play a club. And whether we use the ace or king for this trick is fine. From the perspective of that, if we had king and dummy and 10 in our hand, West club lead would still be fatal to them. Just as if we had ace 10 in our hand. But I think king of clubs first is probably right, so we can ruff a heart. We're going to want to ruff both of these hearts if we're going to eliminate them. And as for just playing spades on their own for no losers, let's think about that. If West has the queen jack 9 of spades, we see the 9 on the first round, but finessing the 10 would be really silly. And if righty had the queen jack 9 of spades, we can't actually deal with that. Yeah, okay, this plan seems good to me. So king of clubs, ruff a heart. This plan lets us pick up 3 spades with West without having to do a really dangerous first round finesse in spades. And so we'll just do king of spades so we can ruff the other heart. And indeed, these are splitting badly, so this is good. We'll play 1 more spade. And then we'll just keep playing diamonds. If all the diamonds cash and West hasn't ruffed, we'll put them into the spade. If West ruffs a diamond at any point, they'll be similarly end played because they'll have no diamonds to lead, a club is fatal, a heart gives us a ruff and slough, and they have no spades. So the contract is actually called from this point. And West is refusing to ruff. They sense the danger. They don't want to end play themselves, so we'll end play them ourselves. They now must return a club or a heart. And either one is fatal. Beautiful. Yeah, the club lead kind of gave that away. Well, I guess let's see. If they had played, let's say they let it diamond, would we actually play differently? Oh, well, they'd have the queen and the jack. Yeah, playing the queen weakens their position. Four hearts. This hand looks nice. Oh, what happened? Did we open 2 clubs? Oh, we did. We did. Nice and partner brings an ace opposite your 2 clubs opening. Okay. So our concerns here, hearts are fine, spades are fine. The concern is that we could lose 3 diamonds and a club. We may not be able to rough a diamond because they're already attacking hearts. They play a heart now, and on the next 2 rounds of diamonds we concede, they play 2 hearts. Fair enough. Setting up spades does not look like a possibility. We would need 2 entries to the north hand. Ace, king of spades, an entry to rough spades good, then another entry to play the spades. But ace of hearts is the only entry. So nothing doing in spades. We can, of course, do a straightforward finesse in diamonds. Always a possibility. And if we did that early, we could combine it with the chance of getting a rough if the defense wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I think practical line is ace of hearts, diamond finesse. Hard to do any kind of elimination and end play, given that dummies are going to be out of hearts. This is why having a 4th heart in dummy is very valuable. A lot of the time, end plays are tricky when dummy only has 3 trump. Hmm. Yeah, we see various elimination possibilities where we could indeed rough a spade high. They just don't seem very useful. Oh, is there any chance? Oh, there's no ability for us to get like a club rough instead, right? There's nothing we can't discard a club from dummy and try for a club rough. That would again require playing a 3rd round of diamonds. And if we had a heart at that point, we would use it. I assume the most straightforward thing is not going to work, which is ace of hearts, diamond finesse. Because they'll just play a heart. Yep. And should we try to do this, they'll play another heart. Oh, I have one idea. Though I think it may be worse than this line. The concern is, if hearts are 3-2, or even if they're not, if like hearts are split unevenly in some way. What if we made the person who was out of hearts win the second diamond trick? That's like, we play a diamond, we don't care who wins it. They play another heart, sure. But by playing the king now, we actually force a particular defender to win, and that could be the defender who's out of hearts. I guess this is as good as the diamond finesse, because it's like 50-50 that the person who has the ace of diamonds is the one of the short hearts. Maybe it's even a touch better than 50%. Because if you have fewer hearts, you have more room for the ace of diamonds. Because is that the appropriate thing to do? Oh, maybe, but it didn't work this time. All right, I think that's a thought worth considering. Wish we had 2 entries to the north hand. I'd love to work on spades if I could. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll try something elimination-y, but I don't expect it to work in the slightest. Ace of spades, king of spades. And we go, like, eliminate clubs, let's say. Play a heart, but yeah. We try to rush some spades good to no avail. Pretty clunky. Maybe there's something there where if we try to get the spades good, if West has the if spades are 3-3, and West ends up having to win the third round, we could pitch a diamond on that round. They might play another. They play a heart though. We're back in our hand again. Yeah. I don't think I have it. Does seem like a good start for the defense. I agree. Seems natural to win and play a diamond. Yep. Trump, and then they'll arrange for whoever to win that one. Yep. Improve this plan with winning the first heart in hand. Duck a diamond. This sounds like the line I was trying to do with King of Diamonds. Continuation is one. Oh, in dummy. Oh, and then we do the finesse. I won this in my hand and played the King of Diamonds. Oh, but this is better, right? Because now I win if Ace of Diamonds is on side, or the person who has Ace of Diamonds has no hearts. Ah, okay. This is the improved version of the line that I was trying. Yeah. Okay. Because I gave up entirely on the chance of East having the Ace of Diamonds. I said this was very slightly better than the finesse, which I think is true, but this is much better than the finesse. Yeah. Sure. Yep. Agreed. Agreed. All right. Another slam. Ooh. Spades are looking good, though there could be a spade loser. There could be a heart loser. And there could be a diamond loser. All right. Not too much in the way of bidding. The spades are a similar kind of setup where we had a couple hands ago where we had this sort of throw-in setup. We had the Queen Jack 9 missing. We could succeed if left had the Queen Jack 9, but it would require. Actually, can we? No, we actually can't, right? No, we cannot. Yeah, we can't actually handle either person having all three spades. In that case, it's safe to test spades. And if it turns out we have a spade loser, then we'll have to be a little careful. But using a throw-in, we could eliminate one of the finesses, perhaps. Like if it turns out lefty has all three spades, then we'll take the diamond finesse, but not the heart finesse. We'll throw lefty in and make them do the heart finesse for us. Similarly, if righty has all three spades, we'll take the heart finesse and then force righty to lead into the diamonds. And if spades are working, then we get to try both finesses. And we still have a 75% chance of winning. Okay, test spades. Lefty has the spades. We're going to throw lefty in to avoid the heart finesse. We need to do the diamond finesse, and it has to work. Cash ace of diamonds, king of spades, play on clubs. Okay, so that's working. But now we don't need to risk the heart finesse. We can just play on clubs. If lefty roughs in, they'll be end played. And if they don't rough in, we'll throw them in ourselves. And thank you for the heart. And either way, even though it looks like there's like three things that need 3 things to work, well, spades are just likely to work in the first place, in which case 75%. But the spades aren't working, then we only have to rely on a single finesse. Very nice. Okay, 3 now. Exciting times. Seems very hard to use those hearts. There's like no entries to them. We have to knock out 2 stoppers. It's pretty poor. So it does seem like we'll be working on clubs. And maybe the way we play clubs will depend on what happens in spades here. We can certainly try to let this come around to the queen. Because if we get 2 tricks, maybe that'll affect stuff. Let's see. If we get 2 spade tricks, that's 2 spades, 3 diamonds, that's 5. We need 4 club tricks. We could do something like entirely duck a round of clubs. And then use ace of spades, and then finesse the queen of clubs. And that would let us succeed. Oh, can we succeed even when ace has 4 clubs in that case? I don't think so. Well, we do succeed when ace has 3 clubs, which is not true if we take ace of spades and finesse right now. Oh, yeah, actually, it's actually really bad. Taking ace of spades and finessing right now is like terrible. If this spade to the queen doesn't work out and they clear spades, I think we're pretty boned. They're always going to get a club trick, and then they can play more spades. So I think we need this spade to hold. Yeah, or there's just no chance. And yeah, it seems like just ducking a club entirely is the way to go because it lets us pick up king third with east. And it's maybe the only holding we could realistically pick up. We could pick up king double 10 with west, but we'd have to guess what to do on the round of clubs, and the king is more likely to be with the person who has more clubs. I don't see too much more to do besides ducking a club here. And of course they play a spade. And then we just have this choice. If west has the king of clubs, we need to play the ace. If east has the king of clubs, we need to play the queen. seemed to me like queen was the way to go. Actually could have cashed some diamonds along the way. But we seem to have done it. I guess the point is that there's more holdings where the king is with the 3 cards than where the king is with 1 card. There's 4 holdings where West has doubleton king because they have the 8-9 jack or 10 with it. But there's 6 holdings where East has the king. There's like 8-9, 8-10, 8 jack, 9-10, 9 jack, 10 jack. So yeah, the king is just more likely to be with the person who has more cards. So that makes the finesse the right choice. Okay, last one for this set. A heart from righty. Ooh, this could be both shape and point counting. Let's see. So righty has at least 5 hearts. And it looks like we're about to be... Oh, I was going to say we're about to be subjected to a ruff, but we are in no trump. Okay, the spade wastage is pretty sad, but the diamonds are nice. Alright. We have some avoidance available in diamonds. We do have an entry with the king of spades. Like, if we duck this heart, and lefty plays another heart, ooh, we probably want to put up the queen. We'd love 2 entries to diamonds. Yeah, let's look at the high cards for a second here. We have 17. Partner has 9. That's 26. And righty ostensibly has 12. It pretty much guarantees that East has the king of diamonds, unless they open a bit light. But East is a huge favorite to have the king of diamonds. Alright, we're getting a heart. We are getting 2 spades, a heart, and a club. There's 4 tricks outside of diamonds. We only need 5 diamond tricks. We are guaranteed to get 5 diamond tricks. So if East doesn't play the ace here, if we take the king and we just work on diamonds right away, we ought to be good to go. Like, we have... I think it's like... Ugh. No, that should be true. We can untangle the spades even if we need to. The concern of winning the king of hearts here and playing on diamonds is that Wes actually has the king of diamonds and is able to lead another heart through. It's unlikely, but it is in the realm of possibility, and that would be sad. If we were to duck this, what could East do? Playing a diamond would be extremely helpful to our cause. It'll give us loads of timing. Playing a club is a little messy. We would run that around to the jack, at least. Maybe that's actually not so bad. If it suddenly held, like if the jack held, we'd be good to go. If West won and then played another heart, we'd still have our heart stopper intact. That'll be a little hard to... Oh yeah, we put the queen. Oh, then go ace and knock out the heart. You only have 1 entry to dummy. If we play on diamonds at that point, there'd be a problem. Yeah, I foresee the problems where we duck and they switch to a club. Yeah, what's my danger case? We duck. Oh, West is on lead right now. Oh, actually, I missed that. West is on lead. Let's wait if we duck. So if Lefty switches to a spade, we take King of Spades. Probably Ace of Diamonds and Diamond. I should just knock out the king. We just want to knock out the king. We get all our diamonds. We've still got stoppers in every suit. If Lefty persists in hearts, we go Queen Ace. If the queen's ducked, we just have avoidance all day in diamonds and an entry. If the queen is won, and then hearts are cleared, we don't have a really good way of playing on diamonds. It seems better to take the king and just play on diamonds. I feel like this is the safest approach. Might as well be ace first because they're got a lot of diamonds like Queen Singleton. Oh, Lefty's got the king. Right. That was exactly a concern we had. And now we'll feel silly for not playing another heart. I mean, Lefty might have had a Singleton heart. Any luck of that? No. Alright. So the obvious alternative is not taking the first heart, so we at least run Lefty out of hearts. But yeah, this is a concern, right? They switch to clubs, which is pretty dangerous. I am able to duck this as well, if I want to. Quite possibly. Because Lefty can't persist quite as profitably. Oh, they kind of can. Oh, they can. Ugh. Still pretty bad. Well, I can't let them have this and the Ace of Hearts. And yeah, this is pretty clunky. Another possibility is putting up the queen at trick one. Is that interesting? Oh, then that'd be right. If we go Queen of Hearts. Well, if the Queen of Hearts holds, I get to play on diamonds and Lefty can't attack hearts, which is cool. If the Queen of Hearts is one with the ace, and the hearts are cleared, I don't have... I guess I do have the entry I need to run diamonds. Okay, maybe this is the right way to go. Two Ace of Hearts. Ooh, and they don't clear hearts. Okay. That's fine. Still gonna come over here. Oh, then they can... they slate a club instead now. Now I really want righty on lead, because righty's the one who can't attack clubs, whereas lefty can attack clubs. Righty can't attack hearts or clubs. Now I think the right choice is not to finesse. Yeah, because the concern here is a club through now. Very annoying. Hope that West doesn't have, or Eastern clubs. Rip. Hmm. Why does West have the King of Diamonds? How very annoying. A consideration is that if West has the King of Diamonds, we know that righty has the King Queen of Clubs. But we just can't do much with that. Yeah, ducking this and they switch to clubs is really nasty. Don't seem to quite know how to put this together. Spades, 1 heart, and 5 diamonds. Sure. Yeah. Low heart is played. He stocks. Opens the king. This is another heart. We guard the king. We lead a heart through. Yep. South ducks. They switch to. Oh, yeah, even spades is a problem, but yeah. Play the queen. East must win the ace. That's true. Yeah, otherwise I have lots of timing. He switches to a high club. We let them. Oh, we let them hold the trick here because they can't play another club. Yeah. Then you go back to hearts. Now West is out of hearts. Now we can go queen to the king and do the diamond finesses. And even if West wins, now they have no hearts. And we have the club stopper, and everything is good. Yeah, close. There's a bunch of hands that I've been like, at a bunch of the pieces of the idea and have some put them together the right way. Okay, definitely a bit of a rougher set. More, I think like half of the very wrongs I've had so far have come from this 15 boards on this level. Ooh. Okay, but still got about half of them correct. So still batting like just above 50% on getting them right. I've been between like 55 and 58% like throughout this level. Well, that's not true. I think it started like 45. I think it got better from there, but well, 56% correct for level 3. All right, one last set of 30 to go. Hope you come back for that.